rip your heart out and eat your guts, lock you in a coffin, then nail it shut. I'm dragging you to hell.
I'm going down round my way. All the doors locked, you can't get away. You might as well stay, because we're here to make a killing. We're killing them. We're killing them. Yeah, I'm seeing bodies on the floor, hands to the ceiling. Somebody lock the doors. We're here to make a killing.
The horror realm. I'm your daily tour guide, Shady, and the lady sitting next to me is the queen of all things horror, Pretty Poizzon.
Pretty Poizzon.
Pretty Poizzon. One of those. Pretty Poizzon. Say hi, Pretty Poizzon.
Hello.
This is the horror realm, brought to you by Horror Life. You know, we talk about everything horror. Why don't you tell everybody what the horror realm is going to be all about? What are we going to be talking about?
Horror movies, news, actors, pretty much anything that involves horror. That's what we'll be talking about.
That's it?
Yeah, you don't like it, get out of here.
So, what did you know, before we jump right into news and whatever else you just said, before I got here, you know, what you been up to?
Alright, check this out.
Uh-oh, the giggle can't be good.
So, friends came over last night. We get together, you know, pizza, movies. And we decide, out of a whim, hey, let's go for a walk. So, we all just get together, you know, go outside and go walk. I live near railroad tracks. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So we're like, hey, let's go walking down the railroad tracks. And I have 3 friends with me. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I remember that.
All girls?
No. A girl and 2 other guys.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
So they were like friends.
Friends. You know, friends.
Oh, okay. You know, people at home can't see your air quotes, right? But go ahead.
Sorry. But, anyway. So, we go walking down the railroad tracks.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah. No lie. Came across a dead body. Right?
Dead body.
It's not funny that we found a dead body.
Right.
But
Leave it to you to think it is.
seriously.
Mm-hmm.
We was like, we screamed like little bitches, of course. Ran out of there, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, right. I live right down the road from it. So we ran back to my house, and then we noticed there's somebody missing.
Somebody missing?
A friend that was with me.
Mm-hmm.
So, we couldn't find him, and he hasn't popped back up yet, so we don't know what to do.
And that was last night?
That was last night.
So you just have a random friend in the woods missing right now?
We have a random friend. He's out there in the woods, but he can survive in the woods by himself. He'll be alright.
So you have air quoted friend missing in the woods right now?
Yeah, I mean, I try calling his phone, he won't answer. So, yeah, that was the extent of our night, and you know, we're still trying to find the friends, but I'm kind of here right now, so I'm not out looking with everybody else.
Oh, I can see you're majorly concerned.
He knows I care, but I know he can survive in the woods by himself. Just hopefully didn't get mangled by something that killed that person in the railroad tracks. But anyway, how was your day?
That wasn't a body you dumped out there, is it?
I will never tell.
Probably a good idea.
And you?
Yeah, there's not much to say. I mean, me and my my sister were hanging out, you know, this morning, and we like to do crazy, silly, stupid things, and you know, we just happen to have a gun laying around the house.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just hanging around.
Just hanging around.
Just a, you know, just simple, innocent revolver. And
just please touch me.
For some reason, I couldn't remember if I put 2 bullets in it or 1, and where did I put them. Long story short, I'm an only child now.
Wow. Mama not happy, is she?
she's handling it pretty well. I mean, she's handling it pretty well. I mean, I've always been the favorite.
Well, bless your sister's soul.
Maybe she's in the woods somewhere hanging out with your friend.
She might be. She might have took him. You never know. Okay?
Never know.
Paranormal ghost shit happens all the time.
Well, anyway, the first segment we're going to jump into is the horror news. First thing first, let's talk about the new Friday the 13th series. Are you yay or nay?
Right now I'm nay about it because,
You know, being that you're the queen of all things horror.
Okay, let me get it straight.
Mm-hmm.
I love Friday the 13th.
Right. We all do.
I mean, everybody does. And it's just, I mean, they're in development with it right now.
Mm-hmm.
They have officially developed. They have it in development. But it's going to air on CW. I mean, really? CW?
CW, that's a local
channel.
channel,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I get that.
A freebie channel?
Freebie, yeah.
Like a basic channel?
Yes.
Okay.
And like, you know, the Vampire Diaries, the Originals is on there, iZombie's on there, and then they're going to have Friday the 13th series. I mean, really? That kind of doesn't, you know.
Yeah.
And you've seen Friday the 13th, all the movies. And you see what all the movies are about. You have drugs.
Teenage boobies.
Sex.
Teenage boobies.
Lots of blood and guts. And
Teenage boobies.
I mean, they're not going to be able to show that on CW. And, you know, that's what us fans, you know, we watch that.
Yeah, teenage boobies.
Oh. Apparently, you love teenage boobies. You pedo.
Maybe.
Maybe. But, anyway, you get my point. It's on a local channel.
Right.
I don't think it'll do well. I mean, hey, it might prove me wrong. Never know. If it does, I'll kick my own ass.
I think you need to go ahead and kick your own ass because you know, people that can't afford, you know, the more expensive cable channels or direct TV channels, whatever, you know, local channels are a given. You can pick up local channels like CW with, you know, with digital antennas.
Right.
So, you know, it's going to get some publicity. I mean, it's going to get some viewers. But
look at it like this. Okay,
I got a feeling you don't like that.
No, I don't like that.
Why?
We had Hannibal
Mm-hmm.
on, I believe it was NBC, if I'm not mistaken.
And we both love that show, yeah.
And they canceled it.
Right.
Why? It was too much for cable television.
Local cable television.
Local, yeah.
Freebies.
Yeah, I get the point here. And then we had Fear Itself. It lasted a season.
I must have missed that. Are you the only one to know about that one?
No, I can guarantee you, I can ask a lot of people and they will vouch for me. Yes, I watched Fear Itself. You was under a rock, I think, when that year when it came out. It only lasted a season. It was like 13 episodes or so, but anyway, it was like you need a boy. Okay, anyway.
13 episodes. All right.
Yeah.
We got a winner.
Yeah.
Chicken dinner.
Shut your hole.
Oh, okay.
But like I'm saying, it could be really good. But it being on the CW with the I guess I can't wrap my head around. CW has the Vampire Diaries, the Originals, and yes, I'm not gonna lie, I watch those shows. Don't hate. But I just don't see that show being with all those shows. It just kind of, you know, just like, what?
Just a minute. You have a secret obsession about, like, Teen Wolf and Scream and stuff, don't you?
Hey, Scream is actually really good. Don't judge.
I'm not judging.
And Teen Wolf has its moments.
Has its moments.
Yeah, sometimes you're like, oh my god, then it picks up and you're like, you know what, not bad. But then it sucks again, and I have like a love-hate relationship with Teen Wolf. I've been watching it since day one, so I can't stop.
I have a love-hate relationship too. I love to hate it. Anyway. Do you have a plot or storyline or anything from Friday the 13th?
Not yet. They don't have, since it's officially just
I'm sorry,
in
Friday
development.
the 13th, the series?
Since it's officially in development, so they really don't have, have released a plot. I mean, they got the writers and everything, just not a plot, the cast, or nothing yet. But as more of it develops, I will keep everybody updated on what's going on with that.
Me first, right?
No, I'm gonna keep you out of the loop of things. So,
hey, that's what the show's all about. Just letting everybody know what's going on, me included. Next movie. I like the first one. I love the first one. Love the second one. What do you think about Purge Part 3? Chapter 3. Segment 3.
trilogy.
Turn number 3. I don't know. Trilogy, yeah.
Alright.
Purge 3.
So with Purge 3, the main character that was in Part 2, Frank Grillo, I think that's his name, he will reprise his role in Part 3. Which could be interesting. I loved him in Part 2.
Yeah, I was about to say that. So he was welcomed with open arms in Part 2? Was that what?
I loved him in Part 2.
Why? Because he was hot?
He did have some kind of sexiness about him, so I ain't gonna
Hey.
I think it was just him mad and, ready to kick ass. It was like, really, woo!
I honestly think he would be good in a Punisher movie, because...
Yeah, I could see that. I totally could see that. But, Part 2, like I said, I liked. Part 1, I have a love-hate relationship for that. I don't know why.
I love to scream at the TV. The whole time. I was yelling at it. Like the little boy that, that opened the... Like the little boy that opened the door and stuff for the
guy to come in?
Yeah, the guy to come in and stuff. And I'm like yelling at this little boy, you dumbass! Close the door! What are you doing? You want people to stay outside. That's why the house is bombarded, caged up.
And that's true, because he did get on my nerves. I just want to take a belt and just, beat him.
Not to mention I wanted to give him a haircut, but, because kind of resembled a girl. But...
A lot of people actually hated Part 1.
Really?
But they love Part 2. I don't know why.
I love Part 1 and was just okay with Part 2.
See, I was okay with Part 1, but I really love Part 2. I think, like I said, it was because it was that guy. Frank.
Well, I love Part 3 and was okay with 2.
You haven't seen 3?
Oh.
What the hell? But anyway, Purge 3 was set to start
drugs,
filming.
People. Stay away from drugs.
Hello? Talking.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Purge 3 was set to start filming in September. It has a release date, July 1st, 2016.
That's my birthday.
Your birthday is not no July.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Anyway, as they develop more about the story of how this one's going to go and cast and everything, we'll keep everybody updated. I'll keep them updated. You need to shut your mouth. I'm kidding.
I've been hearing some stories about a Nightmare on Elm Street remake. Have you heard anything about this, Poison?
Yes, it is actually a remake.
A remake?
Yes. There's no plot or, nothing yet on it. But they did, say, yes, we are making a remake.
A remake.
Yes.
And they're not calling it a remake. But now Robert Englund was the main character that played Freddy on the first original.
Yeah.
Now what was the second one basically about? How did that work? Because the storylines wasn't even the same during the first and second one, wasn't it?
Yes, the storyline. It was the same, but they portrayed Freddy different on the remake.
Right. Like how different? I mean, because I know in the first one, they burned them for, you know, killing children.
Yes.
But the second one wasn't quite the same.
Remake, he
The
got
second
burnt.
Yes. First remake.
Yeah.
He got burnt.
Because he molested the children and took pictures of them. He was like a caregiver at a daycare.
Right.
And he had lived in like this place in a daycare, like kind of like a basement type place or whatever. Anyway.
You can never trust people in basements.
Anyway, he would take pictures of these kids, and you know, parents found out about it, and so they lured him into this abandoned warehouse, I guess you could say.
Right.
And just knew he was in there. Well, they chased him there, and he locked himself in there trying to get away from everybody. And then, you know, parents just went apeshit crazy and just burned him while he was in the building, which, you know, I don't blame him.
But why do you feel like somebody, I mean, what's the reason for coming up with a remake?
Because the first remake sucked.
Uh-huh.
Jackie Earl Haley played as Freddy Krueger, and he did not do a good job at that.
Right.
Not only my opinion, but...
Now, what other movies has he played in?
Oh...
That people might know him by?
The Watchmen.
The Watchmen?
Yes. And... He played on RoboCop, the
original
remake.
Oh, the remake of
Yes.
RoboCop.
Oh shit!
He's a remake master.
He's a remake master. I'm telling you. Dark Shadows with Johnny Depp in it.
Right. People love Johnny Depp.
Been in that, and
I don't. But
Shutter Island with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Right.
He was in that. You know, he's been in, several movies. He was in Maniac Cop 3. Came out in 1993, right. But yeah.
Now, has your sources told you anything about, what the remake's going to be? I mean, we're going to have the same Freddy as the original, or we...
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows?
I mean, it has been, it's just rumors, hearsay right now about Robert Englund possibly returning as Freddy Krueger. But the thing is, Robert Englund has kind of hung it up with putting on that makeup and not being, sitting in a chair for 6-7 hours or whatever.
Yeah, because he's like, what, 60 or something?
Yeah, he's getting older. So, yeah, I mean, he's been doing that makeup crap for Freddy since like the 80s. So, yeah, he's just not going to do it unless he does it and it's going to be CGI.
And CGIs are destroying horror as we know it. That's all I got to say. I mean, I'm probably the only one that might feel that way, but I like my throwbacks to 80s horror, where it's all pure, blood and visual effects. No CGI. I mean, that's the way I like my horror.
But
I mean,
that's more likely how it's going.
That is probably the reason why I'm such a big Adam Green fan, but that's a different story. That would be for a different day.
If I'm not mistaken, on the remake of the first remake of Nightmare on Elm Street, Jackie Earl Haley, that was CGI on him. But don't hold me to that.
I mean, that guy already looks pedophilish enough. I don't think he needs CGI, but...
But, I mean, I don't care what they do. If they can get Robert Englund to do it, they can CGI him all he wants. I want the original Freddy back.
Yep. Yes, sir. I agree with you. We're going to go into a segment we call Movie Talk. First movie we're going to talk about is movies that have already been released, of course.
New movies that went to theaters.
There you go. You want to do this?
I could do it all by myself.
Oh, why am I
here?
Keep
on, I would just duct tape your mouth.
I'll go play some more Russian roulette. I mean, I got other family members.
Do you have another sister or brother?
No. I'm a lone child now.
Maybe that was her body I found. What'd you do?
No, I didn't dump her body in the woods.
You just left her.
I wouldn't taken the fall. I wouldn't taken the call for that. The fall for that one. We called the cops on that one.
Mom, his sister played with the gun again.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Anyway, movie talk.
Movie talk. Unfriended.
Unfriended.
Crazy movie, but why don't you tell us a little bit about the movie before I, start hating on it. Go ahead.
Alright. Unfriended is about a group of chat room friends find themselves haunted by a mysterious supernatural force.
They wouldn't like.
Using the account of their dead friends.
They wouldn't like on PornTube or nothing, would they?
That was on Facebook. So apparently they was like Skyping or some crap. I don't know.
So that wasn't them I saw on PornTube the other day?
PornTube?
Don't act like you don't know. Well, anyway.
I would never tell my secrets. But anyway, okay. It's a supernatural force using the account of their dead friend.
Who knew that ghosts knew how to use computers?
Dude, it's 2015. Ghosts
Everybody knows that.
It no matter what you are.
My grandma knows how to use computers. Alright, go ahead and finish.
But, I watched it.
Mm-hmm. What did you think? That's it? That's good.
Yeah.
Well, that was short.
Well, it had potential. And they just fell flat.
Meaning,
I guess I just couldn't get into it. The whole, the whole time you're watching the movie, the friends are on, like a webcam talking to each other, and that kind of gets on my nerves. Because, you know me, I'm not like found footage type person.
Right.
So I don't really dig stuff like that. And that kind of got on my nerves, but then the more as I start watching the movie, I'm like, yeah, see what's going on. Because their friend had killed herself. And so this ghost or whatever, hacks in, and gets into her account and starts, emailing them on her name. Anyway, it starts going into more detail of what happened to her friend, why she did this. And, when all that came out, I didn't blame that ghost for killing those people. I would have done the same damn thing.
so it's like that?
So it's like that, but it had potential to it, but I was rooting for the ghost to the end.
Let's make this simple. Yay or nay?
I say nay.
Nay? I say yay. Because some
You're
of the
weird.
Because some of the storyline could have been a lot better, and actually the storyline was pretty cool, but the way they told the story and stuff could have been better. But some of the death scenes and they were pretty awesome. I mean, they had some nice little.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
They had some nice little jump out at you and crap in your pants moments, but
Literally.
literally. Did you watch the movie with me? Don't start telling people too much there.
Oh God. All right.
The second movie talk that we can bring up is the Charlie come out and play Charlie. The Gallows.
Charlie. Oh, first of all, we talk about the Gallows. Before we talk about the Gallows, remember when there was like advertising on TV and everything? I think this before it even hit the theaters.
Right.
And like some like
you and your friends tried that thing.
No, like this is what I'm talking about. That everybody on YouTube just had posts of like this game that they're calling Charlie Ghost or whatever. And it was like so stupid, and then it comes by, it's just like a publicity for this movie, and this movie sucked balls, okay?
Just a minute, you and your friends tried that thing, didn't you?
Let me tell you what this
You
movie's about first.
you crossed pencils and drew like the little Ouija board type
no, that
thing.
was you, dear. But the gallows is 20 years after a horrific accident during a school play. The students at the school resurrect the failed stage production in a misguided attempt to honor the anniversary of the tragedy.
Oh, sounds intriguing.
But find out that some things are left alone. Yeah. It had no potential at all.
Okay, that's the facts. Now tell us what you think. What you thought.
It was predictable.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'll give you that one.
Story's been done before. I mean, maybe not with the ghost named Charlie, but premises of it has been actually done before. And honestly, any paranormal ghost movie has been beat to death with a freaking dead horse.
Yeah, it's called Bloody Mary. It's been done before.
And yeah, I mean, I didn't enjoy it, but you might have. I don't know. Did you?
I mean, the whole time I was watching this movie, I felt like it's something that I could have grabbed my camcorder and went and shot myself.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it had a few like little special effects. I don't want to give too much away. I don't want any spoiler alerts, but there was some people flying here and there that they were pretty cool. But majority of the time, I felt like I could have been shooting that movie.
Pretty much. And
so, long story short, yay or nay?
Definitely a big fat nay.
Now, what is your opinion on, well, not really opinion, what is the deal behind this new Sinister 2 I keep seeing trailer after trailer after trailer for on TV?
Okay.
Do you think this is going to live up to the hype?
I love Sinister 1.
Mm-hmm.
And I am really, really looking forward to Sinister 2.
Why?
Because I just love Sinister 1. And the previews just, it looks good to me. Which, a lot of previews do that. They'll show the good stuff, then when you go in that scene, you're like, oh my god, the movie sucked. But I just got this feeling that Sinister 2 might be better than 1.
Why you say that?
Just a feeling I got.
Just a feeling?
Really no reason why. Maybe because the preview seemed creepy to me, but I think it would.
You think something's creepy?
I say it's creepy, but it's not scare me.
The queen of all horror? Now, can you tell us a little bit about Sinister 2?
Yes. Sinister 2 is about a young mother and her twin sons move into a rural house that is marked for death.
Mm-hmm.
Comes out August the 20th.
Marked for death.
Yeah. Moves into a house that's marked for death. I'm taking it's probably the house from the first one.
Uh-huh.
Something about that house.
Right.
But yeah, that's what I'm taking. It's probably, I'm guessing that house.
Well, I feel the same way I did now about this one as I do the first one. That this is kind of a throwback to the what's the words? Slender Man.
Slender Man, yeah. Yes, he does look like Slender Man in a creepier kind of way. I mean, Slender Man was creepy, but this guy's just kind of like...
I just get that feeling where it's like, okay, let's take the story Slender Man and change his name. And then we'll tell people it's an original idea. That's what I come up with.
Well, the thing about Sinister, I guess what gets me, is like this thing that they watch, on the film or whatever of this Slender Man type person.
Alright.
He, can control a child in that house to kill everybody else in the house. And he, takes them.
Takes them where? Out to dinner?
I guess so. To the mall, do some shopping,
Well, that don't sound too bad.
He could take you, huh?
Yeah, he can take me. I could use new clothes.
But anyway, movies with kids in it like that,
Mm-hmm.
it's really scary.
To you.
To me. Creepy kids.
Creepy kids. That's all it takes to creepy eyes. Creepy kids.
Creepy kids and creepy clowns.
You hate clowns, huh?
They hate clowns.
Now, I have heard some really crazy rumors about them coming out with a possible It remake.
Yes.
Oh my god. That movie, the original, scared a lot of people with that clown, Pennywise.
Yes.
Which I still think is funny to this day that people call the clown It. They don't even realize that It's not even the clown's name.
Yeah.
It's Pennywise, for people that don't know. So, just to clarify, now, do you know, like, the cast, or, you know, are they going to keep the same storyline, or what can you tell us about their Poizzon?
Alright. They've had a lot of problems with trying to get the remake off the ground first.
Mm-hmm.
They had everything set in stone until the director decided to bail out. Don't know why, but he just decided to drop the project.
He probably thought to himself, oh, I gotta do another remake? Probably shouldn't do remakes. They usually stink. Well, that's just my opinion. Go ahead.
But I believe they found them another director, Andreas Muschietti or something like that. I don't know.
Andreas Muschietti?
There you go.
Sounds close enough.
Anyway, no release date, nothing of it yet. They just finally got a director for it
Mm-hmm.
after the other one dropped out.
Now, I've heard a rumor about they found an actor to actually be the new Pennywise.
Yes. That's the only person they got cast for the movie right now.
Do the name, you know, it doesn't come to me right now. Do you have a name for that
Will
actor?
Poulter.
Will Poulter. And what else has, you know,
Well,
how do we know this Will Poulter?
My fondest memory of Will Poulter was We're the Millers.
We're the
with
Millers.
Jennifer Aniston in it. And he was the, fake son.
The fake son, yeah.
Yeah.
He was a riot. I mean, I know this is a horror podcast, but yeah, you can't get any better in comedy than We're the Millers.
Yes.
I mean, that movie's just...
But that's what he's really known for.
And he did
Maze Runner.
Maze Runner,
He was in Maze Runner, which I still haven't seen yet.
which I actually really like that movie.
And man, really nothing else that we know of that I've seen him play in. So yeah, we'll just stick with those two right now.
But, like you said, there's no reports of like a storyline or anything?
They say it's basically going to be like the original. In a small town in Maine, 7 children known as the Losers Club come face to face with life problems, bullies, and a monster that takes the shape of a clown called Pennywise.
Pennywise.
So they're still kind of, going the same storyline, but they might put more in it or whatnot because they left a lot of stuff out on the original that was in the book.
So is this clown going to play like some bad punk music? No, it's not the band?
No.
Pennywise? Oh, okay.
Oh, God.
Now, just go ahead and jump on into the next segment we're going to do. We're going to call it the horror TV show segment, which is pretty much like Friday the 13th, making TV shows. Today, we're going to talk about 3 movies, TV shows. Fear the Walking Dead, The Walking Dead, and Scream Queen. I don't know if they're highly anticipated, but I know The Walking Dead and Fear the Walking Dead are. What do you think?
All of them are. Scream Queens, too.
Scream Queens?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not anticipating it, but okay.
I mean, come on.
First things first. Alright.
Alright.
Let's go to Fear the Walking Dead.
Alright.
Highly anticipated.
Yes.
I raised my hand to that one.
Fear the Walking Dead
Mhm.
will premiere Sunday, August the 23rd at 9 p.m.
So Sunday, August 23rd.
At 9 p.m.
At 9 p.m. That's
Mark
not
it on
even,
your calendars.
that's not even that far away.
Nope. And
Mm-hmm. On what channel?
AMC. Just like The Walking Dead is. Same channel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's very anticipated show that everybody's, wanting to watch. And I mean, it hasn't even aired yet, and they already signed for a second season. That tells you that the writers and everybody knows this show will do well.
I did see a clip of it the other day, and
it looks pretty good. It's supposed to be like what? Like a prequel before what actually happened in The Walking Dead?
Yeah.
Yeah, like when it all started.
I don't know how I feel about the name,
Yeah,
Fear the Walking
the
Dead.
name-
But
I don't know. I think they could have used something different, maybe. But, it's whatever.
I would have chose, like, Before the Dead Walked. Something like that. It's supposed to be a prequel.
Yeah.
Got anything else about the Fear?
Nope. I'm really wanting to see it, and as soon as it airs, I will have something to say about it, and hopefully it will be good. So,
Sweet.
yay.
Number 2, The Walking Dead. What can you tell us?
Season 6, Sunday, October the 11th.
Sunday, October the 11th.
Yes, AMC,
AMC,
9 p.m.
9 p.m.
I'm excited about that one.
You
I
said
love The Walking Dead.
and you said season 6?
Yes.
I think I got some seasons to go catch up on.
6. Can you believe 6 seasons it's
I know,
been
right?
on? I mean, my God, it sounds like flying by.
And people are still loving the zombies, man.
Oh, my God. I'd like to know who's going to be at the end.
There is a zombie bandwagon that just won't stop right this minute. It just
We
keeps
need
on
to
going.
read the comic books.
I actually have, like, the first 10 issues of the
You
Walking
know how
Dead.
many issues there is? It's like over 100.
Oh, believe me, I know. Alright, number 3 and final one of the horror TV show segment. Scream Queens. Now tell me, why are people so anticipating this show?
Because the Scream Queens. But Jamie Lee Curtis
Mm-hmm.
is going to be in it. So, yay! Love Jamie Lee Curtis.
But
Original Scream Queen.
But I just got one thing for you. She don't have teenage boobs.
They'll have that on there for you. Okay? Which actually is supposed to be college students, so.
They'll have that on there for me.
Yeah.
What channel is this
excuse
going
me,
on?
this is going to be on Fox. They won't have it on there. But I'm sure they'll dress slutty enough for you.
Dun dun dun. Way to go,
Scream
Fox.
Queens will air on Fox Tuesday, September the 22nd.
Tuesday, September 22nd.
Yes. I'm not sure of the time, so. Ask me. I'm sure it'll probably be 9 o'clock. Everything's 9 o'clock.
I'm gonna bet you it's 10 o'clock.
It could be. That's past my bedtime. DVR.
Really?
During the week.
About to say you and your friends get together and you go walking down railroad tracks at nighttime, so you know. That was 10 o'clock past your bedtime.
During the week.
What was it, like after dusk when you went last night?
I will never tell. Yes, so Scream Queen's post, it has Jamie Lee Curtis,
Mm-hmm.
Emma Roberts,
Yeah.
Ariana Grande.
Oh, I love me some Ariana Grande.
Oh my God, really?
I like to put her in my...
Okay, this is not a porn podcast.
I was gonna say cappuccino, but
Anyway, and it's got a few. Abigail Brelson or something like that. She's on what's that show? Little Miss Sunshine. She was little.
Little Miss Sunshine.
Yeah, she's in it,
That's wrong.
and a few other people. I can't remember their names. I know their faces, but I don't know their names. One girl from Glee's in it. On the first season, second season, yeah, she's in it. But
The big lip girl with the big nose.
yes.
Hey.
But yeah, I'm actually anxious to see it because, like I said, Jamie Lee Curtis is in it. She's like,
Fans, if you actually watch the show Glee, then you are listening to the wrong podcast.
we're Glee haters.
Anyway, getting off the Glee subject. Anyway, we will end tonight's podcast with the most anticipated horror movie of 2015. What is it, Poison?
The Green Inferno.
The Green Inferno.
Woo! Alright. So, The Green Inferno is directed by Eli Roth.
Eli Roth.
And it's
I love me some Eli Roth.
supposed to be released
I can't
September
say his name, but I
25th.
like it.
Alright. So, The Green Inferno,
Supposed to be released when?
September 25th.
September 25th.
Yeah.
Of 2015?
Yeah, they've been pushing this movie for so long. It's been made like several years ago.
Really?
Yeah, and they finally was able to release it. But anyway, The Green Inferno is a group of student activists travels to the Amazon to save the rainforest and soon discover that they are not alone. Okay. Alright, you heard that. Sounds identical to Cannibal Holocaust.
Cannibal Holocaust.
I seen the movie trailer to The Green Inferno, and reminds me of
Cannibal Holocaust.
Yeah, but I loved Cannibal Holocaust. It was really good. Okay, but
So, why is this movie the most anticipated horror movie of 2015? Miss Pretty Poizzon.
because I guess people say it's supposed to be Eli Roth's most terrifying film, and I think because he directed it, and it's been taking so many years to actually have a release date, and everybody just has been anticipating this movie for like 3 years. And it's finally, just like what Rob Zombie's House of Thousand Corpses did. Kept pushing it back. And it finally was like, bam, it came out. And it's the same thing what happened to Eli Roth. But,
I love House of a Thousand Corpses, by the way.
Yeah. We're not going to get into it.
I'm not going to get into that one tonight. You're not going to argue me with that?
I'm not going to argue with you about Rob Zombie. We'll be here all night.
I ain't kidding.
But anyway, so yeah, it's supposed to be Eli Roth's most terrifying film. First of all, let me say, I like Eli Roth. I don't love Eli Roth because most of his movies I really didn't like too much. But Hostel's really good.
Oh, I love me some Hostel.
Cabin Fever was okay. Rest of his movies,
Didn't he do Village of the Damned?
That's M. Night Shyamalan.
M. Night Shyamalan.
But
What?
he also did
See, that's why I'm not the queen of all things horror.
he also did a show that's on Netflix, Hemlock Grove. Eli Roth did, which is sadly coming to an end.
Oh, is it? Is that a movie show that we should have put in the
we should have
horror TV?
That will have to be our next one, because I love Hemlock Grove, even though season 2 was weird. It's like you had to trip on acid to watch it. But anyway,
Which are we talking about?
we're
Or
actually
are we talking about Rob Zombie movies again?
We're talking about Eli Roth. Well, no, it was the Hemlock Grove season 1 was like fantastic. Season 2, it got really weird, and you're like, what the fuck when it ended? So they're doing a 3, and they said this is season 3 is the final, and they're done. But anyway, yeah. So that's supposed to be let me put it like this: it's one of the most anticipated movies of 2015. I know a few other movies that people are anxiously waiting, but this is one of the movies I'm hearing a lot of fans talk about, because it's actually a release date real soon on this.
Alright.
But yeah.
And we'll get back into those next podcast.
Other movies?
Yeah.
Yes.
Or even the next couple podcasts.
Yes.
Alright, well that about wraps up our show today. Poison, you got any last words say before we call it a day?
Yes, I want to do horror history for this month.
Horror history.
Yes.
What happened this month in horror history?
Well, today, August 15th, is the 12-year anniversary of Freddy vs. Jason. Can you believe it? It's
Holy
been 12
crap.
freaking years.
Holy crap. That's...
Yeah, it's gone by fast. And I have to say, I love that movie.
And you know the bad part is the kids these days, you know, the teenagers and stuff these days, that's like an old movie to them.
Yeah. Yep.
That's crazy.
It's an awesome movie, especially the fight scenes.
Love the fight scenes. One of the best fight scenes in any movie I've ever seen.
Yep.
If you've never seen the fight scenes in that movie, you need to check that movie out just for the fight scenes.
For real.
Alright.
Now, 30 years ago, this month, Fright Night was at theaters.
Oh my God. 30 years
ago. That was a little thing. Love that movie.
You were a little thing and I was like 20 years old when that movie came out. I mean, jeez. It's a long time.
Wow. Yeah. But awesome movie. No one hasn't seen it. You really need to watch it. One of them now. There's
why would you not see that movie? I mean, that should be like, if you're a horror fan, that movie should be on the top of your list.
You know how many people I've talked to that have not seen like a horror movie you think people should have seen? I've even seen someone say, "What's the movie It?" Really? I mean, who doesn't know what that movie is? And you're asking this on a horror group. Yeah. You'd be surprised how many people you'd run into that haven't seen none of these.
You know what? These time of days, nothing really, you know, confuses me anymore. I mean, just nothing ever, like, gets me. Because I expect the unexpected these days because all the stuff that's going on. But, yeah. I mean, if you're a horror movie fan, I shouldn't have to ask you, have you seen Fright Night?
Right, yeah. Because, I mean, that's a classic. It's from the freaking 80s. You think everybody would have seen it. Or at least heard of it, you know? Mm-hmm. And I've met people that hasn't. And I have to say this. I know somebody that has never in their life seen Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, or Halloween.
I do not want to meet this person. Do I know this person? Who?
Yes. Not saying names.
Come on.
Nope.
Well, I guess we'll have to take that off the podcast.
Yep, but yes, they have never seen it, and I about just died when they said, I've never watched it. Not even one.
Really?
Not even like a 10-minute clip.
Wow.
I mean, I thought everybody's at least seen one of them, you know?
Alright, well that does it for our podcast for tonight. Please be watching out for the next podcast.
Well, this has been the Horror Realm. If you didn't know,
Hey
you're
boys and
gonna learn
girls,
today.
I think it's time to go to bed now, because this one's gonna get crazy. This ain't no ordinary day. Yeah, finally something going down around my way. All the doors locked so you can't get away. I warned you. Might as well stay, because we're here to make a killing. We killing them. We killing them. We here to make